Hello, and welcome back to our question app. In this lesson, we're going to look at redirects. A redirect usually happens when a user arrives to a certain page. We can send them to a different page if they don't meet, let's say, certain requirements, such as being logged in. So we can redirect them to another page if they're not logged in, versus if they are, we could show them a different page. Let's say like a welcome page. So I know that sounds kind of weird, but let's get a better idea by visually seeing what I mean. If I turn on my server and then open up a browser and go to localhost hello. So right now, if I enter in a name, submit, we stay in the hello route. So let us make it so that when we submit our name, we're redirected to the home route. We can look at this by going here and then doing res redirect express. Going here, response, redirect. So we just basically provide a URL, which is where we want to send them. Again, this sounds good in theory. Let us actually see what I mean. So again, we want to redirect the user to the welcome page after they enter their name. So let's go here, open up app, and all we want to do is go down here, and instead of rendering hello, we want to switch this to redirect. And we don't want to render hello, we want to render the home route. We can go ahead and get rid of this, save that, try this out. Now let's go to our hello route. So if I clear this, go there again, we get that, and then enter, and we do get welcome learner. We did go to the home route. So now we would want it to have our name there. If I also go back, we see the hello route does say welcome Jose. If I go back over here, I get welcome learner. That's in the home route. So we can fix that by going back over here. We want to go to our hello pug. So right now, if name exists, we're welcoming them with their name. We don't want that. All we want here is going to be our form. So we can go ahead and erase this and leave this as our form. The user will only see this if they haven't entered their name. So now in index.pug, we're going to remove this generic greeting and add in name. Save that. Now, let's try this again. So if I go to hello, so it's yelling at my indentation. Try that again. So we want to not forget block content. Save that. Let's see if that fixes it. So now we got that. Let's put Rob. So now we're getting this block content. Of course, we need to unindent that, like that. Right now we haven't put our get route to read in our cookie. And we'll fix that because in app, in our get hello route, we want to remove this. And now in our home route, which is the one that they're taken to, and we want it accessible once they're redirected here if it exists. So right now, let's create a const called name and assign to it req.cookies.username. And basically here, we're going to take this and add name. And since we named them the same, we actually could remove this thanks to ES6 syntax. So now when they're redirected, we're checking the cookies, and if they put their username in, it'll save it into this name variable and pass it into index, which will then welcome them with their name. So we go back, refresh, and we do get welcome Rob. Our hello route has this form. Right now it's letting us go there. So we want to make sure to check if they've been on our site before. So we can do that back in Atom. So in our get route for the home route, under our name variable, here we want to say if name, we want to res.render our index page and pass in name. Else, we want to redirect them to our form at the hello route. And then if they're in our hello route, we're doing the const name and then grabbing that cookies, if it exists, the username, saving it in that variable, and similarly, we're saying if name, so if they go to the hello route and they've already entered their name, we want to render the home route. Else, res.render below. So now, let us try this. I go here, make sure my cookies are deleted. If I try going to the home route, it should redirect me to hello, which it did because I don't have a username set. Once I add my username here, Billy, it saves a cookie here and then redirects me back to the home page, because once that post is hit, it sets the cookie and then redirects to the home page, which first checks if name exists. Since it does, we just set that cookie, we render index. If someone goes to the home route without ever setting their name, they'll never render index because they don't have a name, so they'll redirect to /hello, where they'll be forced to fill out the form or their name. So we've covered a lot in this lesson. Well, we covered redirecting. It's one thing, but we did a lot with it here. This gets easier the more you practice it. So I would suggest creating some redirects on your own, maybe in a separate project, just to get more comfortable with the idea. Set cookies and redirect users based on those cookies. But if you guys are getting that, you're getting this lesson. I'll stop this video now and we'll continue it next time. But for now, make sure to share, like, and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And I'll see you in the next lesson.